spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Under fire. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
You just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as... When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Payne. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Makes him talk to the hand. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rides the back on the option, the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for space. It's Payne. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll give it to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown TCU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Glagway. Quickly to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, out of space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big time.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Hoover. That's caught. It's Baker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense.
The ball pops out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime trailing, not being too aggressive, because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes, and you just saw it right there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Lagway. Got a man, it's Wilson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it all right. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gator. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They're working that left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback got it himself. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Dances away to buy time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch down the right side. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
On the double. Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
back to throw. It's Hoover. This one's complete. Breaks into the open. Hey, that's a live ball. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Pressure coming. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Trying play action. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
As a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to take off. The Horned Frogs have enough for the 1st down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's.
Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Takes a handoff. It's Payne. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. On the run, it's Payne. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Trying to keep the drive alive. The Horned Frogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
And I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
The Gators are in a mess here on third and a mile. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to kick the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready, pounced on the football. They got the ball and got some momentum.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Going right to work up top. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next year.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Unleashes one. Just way off target and missed it.
You've got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. That's caught. It's Baker. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time, he's got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. He's going for the goal line. He found some running room but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Ready up. Looking for room. It's long. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.